building resilience in children. Helping your child to understand how to manage change is another really useful conversation to have with your child. Managing change is important because if we don't change, if we don't grow, and if we don't develop, and we stay where we are, then actually we're not going to expand, we're not going to grow very well. So it's important that our children or our child understands that in order for us to be able to move forward in life, that we need to change. We need to be able to manage change well and effectively. So what do I mean by this? It also happens to adults, don't get me wrong, who don't deal with change very well. However, they learn techniques that help them to get through that. But let's stay focused on the children for now. So helping your child to manage change and to accept that change is going to happen, it's important to have that conversation with them about change. So it might start, for example, that your child is going to nursery and they're going to be moving on to primary school. And so you might need to have the conversation with them about what that's going to look like. You know, the different, the way their lessons are structured perhaps, that they will have break times, the different people that they're going to be meeting. The change might be that you're moving house, so that you're going to be living in a new area, or just meeting people. The conversation might be around, you know, meeting new people, and that people are different and people react in different ways and behave in different ways. So that's what I mean by when I talk about managing change, and having that conversation with your child about how they feel about different things. Some children are really open to managing change and are excited about doing new and different things, and it doesn't bother them in the slightest. But some children really suffer with change, and it can stop them in their tracks from moving forward. They become insular, they lack confidence and self-esteem, and perhaps don't verbalise, or I find it difficult to communicate how they're feeling and why they're feeling that way. So by having that conversation with your child, you're already getting them ready to understand that things in life are going to change, and perhaps talk about different things that you can do together, or that they can do, that's going to help to manage those situations. So an example might be that you know that your child doesn't deal with change very well, and there are some children who have certain conditions who just don't deal with change well. And so in that instance, what you would need to do, you would need to plan the conversations that you have with them over a period of time to prepare them, to get them ready for the change. So having the conversation with your child about managing change is about making them aware that change is going to happen. In order for them to grow and to develop, they need to be able to embrace change. But how they do that is something that you can help them decipher. You can help them prepare for different elements of change that are going to happen in their lives. If your child loves change, is excited about it, fantastic. That's great. That makes your life easier. And they'll be the ones that will be looking forward to the next adventure. But remember, there are children out there who really do not like change, for whatever the reason. And so by having the conversation now about managing change, you're helping them to think about, if they struggle with it a bit, what things can they do that's going to help them to manage and embrace change. Stepping outside of your comfort zone, you've probably heard that term before, is just so important. And the more we step out of our comfort zone, the bigger our comfort zone gets. And so it's really important for children to understand that concept, so that they get used to embracing change, doing new and different things, and understanding that's going to broaden their experience and enable them to grow and develop further. I look forward to finding out how you get on with that conversation. I hope you found that useful.